Jai Hind everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel which is Explore Yourselves, Banking and General Knowledge etc. Please subscribe to the channel and also please do like and share and leave your suggestions in the comment section. The events of 19 September 2024 are follows. Bengali date Dosra Asin 1431. As per Benimadhav Silk Ponjika, today's Tithi is Krishna Potipad and up to 0623 hours and after that Krishna Ditya. Today's Nakshatra Uttar Bhadrapada Nakshatra and up to 1116 hours and after that Revati Nakshatra. Today is 263rd day of the year. There are then 103 days left in 2024. Today is 38th Thursday of 2024. Today is International Talk Like a Period Day. International Talk Like a Period Day is a parodic holiday created in 1995 by John Bohr and Mark Summers of Albany, Oregon, who proclaimed September 19 each year as the day when everyone in the world should talk like a pirate. It has since been adopted by the Pastafarianism movement. Today is Aortic Dissection Awareness Day. Aortic Dissection Awareness Day is celebrated on September 19th every year. The day aims to raise awareness about aortic dissection, a life-threatening condition that occurs when the inner layer of the aorta tears. It is believed that most aortic dissections are caused by an underlying vulnerability that may be inherited. In others, the stress to the aortic wall from constant high blood pressure can weaken the aorta wall in susceptible people, resulting in a tear and dissection. George Washington's farewell address published. In his farewell address, printed in a Philadelphia newspaper on this day is 19 September in 1796, George Washington, the first US president, implored his country to maintain neutrality and avoid entangling alliances with Europe. Today is death anniversary of Mr. Joydev Kapoor, 24th October 1908 to 19 September 1994. Joydev Kapoor was an Indian revolutionary who worked for the Hindustan Republican Association along with Chandrasekhar Azad and Bhagat Singh. As a teenager, he was interested to join the HRA and later he met Azad and became a comrade of Singh. Many biopics were made on Singh and Kapoor was also portrayed in them. Like in The Legend of Bhagat Singh 2002, Kapoor was played by Sunil Grover and many more. Today is birth anniversary of Sir William Gerald Golding, 19 September 1911 to 19th June 1993. Sir William Gerald Golding, CBE, FRSL, was a British novelist, playwright, and poet, best known for his debut novel Lord of the Flies, 1954. He published another 12 volume of fiction in his lifetime. In 1980, he was awarded the Booker Prize for Rites of Passage, the first novel in what became his Sea trilogy, To the Ends of the Earth. He was awarded the 1983 Nobel Prize in Literature. As a result of his contributions to literature, Golding was knighted in 1988. He was a Fellow of the Royal Society of Literature. In 2008, the Times ranked Golding third on its list of the 50 greatest British writers since 1945. Today is birth anniversary of Mr. Johor Rai, 19 September 1919 to 11th August 1977. Mr. Johor Rai was an Indian actor and comedian in Bengali cinema. He was known for his comedy films with Bhanu Bandyopadhyay. Today is birth anniversary of Miss Suchitra Mitra, 19 September 1924 to 3rd January 2011. Suchitra Mitra was an Indian singer, composer, artist exponent of Rabindra Sangeet for the songs of Bengali poet laureate Rabindranath Tagore, professor and the first woman sheriff of Kolkata. As an academic, she remained a professor and the head of Rabindra Sangeet department at the Rabindra Bharati University until 1984. Mitra was a playback singer in Bengali films and acted in some as well, and was associated for many years with the Indian People's Theatre Association. Mitra studied at the Scottish Church College, the University of Calcutta, and at Viswabharati University in West Bengal, India. She was also the Sheriff of Kolkata 2001. After prolonged illness, Mitra died of a cardiac ailment on 3rd January 2011 in Kolkata. Today is birth anniversary of Mr. Masatoshi Koshiba, 19 September 1926 to 12th November 2020. Masatoshi Koshiba was a Japanese physicist and one of the founders of neutrino astronomy. His work with the neutrino detectors Kamiokande and Super Kamiokande was instrumental in detecting solar neutrinos, providing experimental evidence for the solar neutrino problem. Koshiba won the Nobel Prize in Physics in 2002 jointly with Raymond Davis Jr. for pioneering contributions to astrophysics, in particular for the detection of cosmic neutrinos. He was a senior counselor at the International Center for Elementary Particle Physics (ICEPP) and professor at the University of Tokyo. Today is death anniversary of Miss Jackie Collins, 4th October 1937 to 19 September 2015. Jacqueline Jill Collins, OBE, was an English romance novelist and actress. She moved to Los Angeles in 1985 and spent most of her career there. She wrote 32 novels, all of which appeared on the New York Times bestseller list. Her books have sold more than 500 million copies and have been translated into 40 languages. 8 of her novels have been adapted for the screen, either as films or television miniseries. She was the younger sister of Dame Joan Collins. 2010, oil rig Deepwater Horizon is declared sealed after a 5-month-long spill in the Gulf of Mexico, thought to be one of the biggest accidents in the oil and gas industry. The Deepwater Horizon spill, or the BP oil spill, began on April 20, 2010 when an explosion destroyed the rig and killed 11 people. 2006, a military coup overthrows the elected government in Thailand. Forces loyal to General Sonthi Boniara Radcliffe overthrew the elected government of Prime Minister Thaksin Shinawatra and dissolved the parliament and the constitution. 1983, Saint Kitts and Nevis gained their independence from the British Crown. The first Europeans set foot on the island country on the West Indies in the late 15th century during an expedition led by Columbus. In 1713, the control over the islands was passed from the French to the British. 1973, Carl XVI Gustav succeeds his grandfather King Gustav VI Adolf as the King of Sweden. Sweden is a constitutional monarchy where the monarch is the ceremonial head of state. In 1980, Swedish law was changed to allow the firstborn of a monarch to become the crown's heir apparent irrespective of their gender. 1944, the Moscow Armistice ends the continuation war. The peace treaty was signed between the Soviet Union, United Kingdom, and Finland. It put an end to the conflict between the USSR and Finland between 1941 and 1944. Today is 19th September highlight in history. 1676, Jamestown is burned to the ground by the forces of Nathaniel Bacon during Bacon's Rebellion. 1777, American Revolutionary War. British forces win a tactically expensive victory over the Continental Army in the First Battle of Saratoga. 1778, the Continental Congress passes the first United States federal budget. 1776, George Washington's farewell address is printed across America as an open letter to the public. 1799, French Revolutionary Wars, French-Dutch victory against the Russians and British in the Battle of Bergen. 1846, two French shepherd children, Melanie Calvat and Maximin Giroud, experiences a Marian apparition on a mountain top near La Chatelette, France, now known as Our Lady of La Salette. 1852, Annibale de Gasparis discovers the asteroid Masilla from the North Dome of the Astronomical Observatory of Capodimonte. 1862, American Civil War, Union troops under William Rosecrans defeat a Confederate force commanded by Sterling Price. 1863, American Civil War, the first day of the Battle of Chickamauga in northwestern Georgia, the bloodiest two-day battle of the conflict, the only significant Confederate victory in the war's western theater. 1864, American Civil War, Union troops under Philip Sheridan defeated Confederate force commanded by Jubal Early. With over 50,000 troops engaged, it was the largest battle fought in the Shenandoah Valley. 1868, La Gloriosa begins in Spain. 1870, Franco-Prussian War. The siege of Paris begins. The city held out for over 4 months before surrendering. 1893, in New Zealand, the Electoral Act of 1893 is consented to by the governor, giving all women in New Zealand the right to vote. 1902, a stampede at Shiloh Baptist Church in Birmingham, Alabama leads to the death of 115 attendees. 1916, World War One. During the East African campaign, colonial forces at the Belgian Congo forced public under the command of Charles Tombeur captured the town of Tabora after heavy fighting. 1939, World War Two. The Battle of Kepa Oksyoska concludes with police losses reaching roughly 14% of all the forces engaged. 1940, World War Two. We told Pileki is voluntarily captured and sent to Auschwitz concentration camp to gather and smuggle out information from the resistance movement. 1944, World War II, the Battle of Hurtgen Forest begins. It will become the longest individual battle that the US Army has ever fought. 1944, World War II, the most armistice between Finland and the Soviet Union is signed, which officially ended the continuous war. 1946, the Council of Europe is founded following a speech by Winston Churchill at the University of Zurich. 1950, Korean War. An attack by North Korean forces was repelled at the Battle of Nam River. 1957, Plum Bomb Rainier becomes the first nuclear explosion to be entirely contained underground, producing no fallout. 1960, Indian Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru and Pakistani President Ayub Khan signed the Indian Indus Waters Treaty for the control and management of the Indus, Chenab, Jhelum, Ravi, Sutlej and Beas rivers. 1970, Michael Avios hosts the first Glastonbury Festival. 1970, Kostas Georgakis, a Greek student of geology, sets himself ablaze in Meloiti Square in Genoa, Italy, as a protest against the dictatorial regime of Georgios Papadopoulos. 1976, Turkish airline flight 452 hits the Taurus Mountains outskirts of Karatepe, Turkey, killing all 154 passengers and crew. 1976, the two Imperial Iranian Air Force F-4 Phantom II jets fly out to investigate an unidentified flying object. 1978, the Solomon Islands joined the United Nations. 1982, Scott Fahlman forced the first documented emotions on the Carnegie Mellon University Bulletin Board System. 1983, Saint Kitts and Nevis gains its independence. 1985, a strong earthquake kills thousands and destroys about 400 buildings in Mexico City. 1985, Tipper Gore and other political wives from the Parents Music Resource Center as Frank Zappa, John Denver, and other musicians testify at US congressional hearings on obscenity in rock music. 1989, a bomb destroys UTA Flight 772 in mid-air above the Tunuru Desert, Niger, killing all 170 passengers and crew. 1991, Orji the Iceman is discovered in the Alps on the border between Italy and Australia. Yeah. 1995, the Washington Post and the New York Times published the Unabomber Manifesto. 1997, the Guleb El Kebir massacre in Algeria kills 53 people. 2006, the Thai army stages a coup, the constitution is revoked and martial law is declared. 2008, a Learjet 60 carrying musicians Travis Barker and Adam DJ AM Goldstein crashes during rejected takeoff from Columbia Metropolitan Airport in West Columbia, South Carolina, killing four of the six people on board. Barker and Goldstein both survived. 2010, the leaking oil in the Deepwater Horizon oil spill is sealed. 2011, Mariano Rivera of the New York Yankees surpasses Trevor Hoffman to become Major League Baseball's all-time career saves leader with 602. 2016, in the wake of Manhattan, the suspect in a series of bombings in New York and New Jersey is apprehended after a shootout with police. 2017, the 2017 Puebla earthquake strikes Mexico, causing 370 deaths and over 6,000 injuries, as well as extensive damage. 2009, a drone strike by the United States kills 30 civilians farmers in Afghanistan. 2021, the Cumbre Vieja volcano on the island of La Palma in the Canary Islands erupts. The eruption lasts for almost 3 months, ending on December 13. 2022, the state funeral of Queen Elizabeth II of the United Kingdom is held at Westminster Abbey, London. Thank you very much for your patience.